this is One on One with Ben Wabo.
Well, during our time, it was funded because education is not a profit-making enterprise. It's a social service. So you have to subsidize if you're looking for a certain quality. Yes, Kwasi is doing good, but whether that has not affected its quality. But during that time, the admission intake was small. Now even the law school, the Faculty of Law, admission for this year has been suspended. So those young guys that got admission will waste 1 year.
Because they were not properly accredited.
No, it's accredited, but because once you over-admit in the previous year, you will roll over this institute.
There's an issue I want you to look about. There's a lot of political divide. I always look at these things like when people leave office, like you, and every other person leave a particular office, you have garnered some experiences. Why is there so much divide in the politics of Kwara? I mean, either intra or outside the party.
I think that there is divide between us, and I would say I have friends across APC. I have friends across government. Maybe possibly except with the governor, and that's what. And you could see perhaps now the talk of style could come in. Maybe that's his style, relating with people. I relate with people in APC. We have friends. All the senators are my friends. Most of the House of Reps people, they're my friends. We talk, except with the governor. But you can see maybe that's his style. You don't blame him. Because even with all his senators and members, except with his appointees, he hardly goes along with everyone. So the divide in Kwara, it may be overflowed. It may not. We talk to each other, and because we don't have any other state. In PDP, we don't have that. I mean, you could see the three main aspirants in PDP. We go sometime in the same car. We dance together because it's not.
I've never seen you dance before.
Oh, we did.
Why is it that at every election time, politicians they love to dance?
There will be fanfare.
Elections, no dancing.
There will be fanfare. There will be music. You have to keep the place lively, and
that's why you have to learn to dance.
It's not time to settle down for work. It is time to mix with people, to eat what they eat, feel what they feel, and for somebody like I, not being a prince, not a blue-blooded person, street guy.
Street guy from Harvard.
I was just lucky that I went to Harvard. You know the story? After my graduation, perhaps I did very well, and I was looking for scholarship here and there. And General IBB, I found myself in his living room. And I said, I want to go to school. He said, which school? I said, what do you want to read? I said, I want to read law. He said, law, no, my foundation doesn't sponsor law. We sponsor medicine, psychiatry, aviation, rocket sciences. I said, okay, by the way, which university? I said, Harvard. He said, oh, Harvard, you are going.
So it is this excellence that has been propelling you.
Yeah, perhaps. We thank God. So I'm a street guy, like you. So I know what those people feel.
Not like I. You are now.
Oh, you are part of the bourgeois.
No.
All right, we know ourselves.
You are inherited blue
we
blood.
Know ourselves. We know ourselves.
Inherited blue blood. Now let's see this issue. There's a lot of youth unemployment around. What economic activity do you think can be created? With your experience, you are an astute administrator. What do you think can be done to create more employment for the youth, so that the youth unrest, can really be addressed?
See, we have killed the zeal of the young person in Kwara State, and you wonder where to start. Look at the Kwara State University. The mother struggles. She sponsors her kid to school. Went to school, he graduates, maybe got his BSc, went for his MSc because he didn't hasn't gotten an employment, finish his MSc, but before you graduate, Kwara State University will say you should pay 500,000 naira for you to
What fee is that?
get clearances for your thesis to be moderated. But you don't blame them. Kwara State doesn't fund KWASU. So you can see a young boy of 23, 25, he has struggled, master's level. He's now waiting to go and get 500 to get that certificate.
I'm aware that when Kwara State University was set up, it was set up as a community university and given a mandate of 2 years to begin to fund itself. And they agreed.
Well, during our time, it was funded because education is not a profit-making enterprise. It's a social service. So you have to subsidize if you're looking for a certain quality. Yes, KWASU is doing good, but whether that has not affected its quality. But during that time, the admission intake was small. Now even the law school, the faculty of law, admission for this year has been suspended. So those young guys that got admission will waste 1 year.
Because they were not properly accredited.
We are talking. No, it's accredited, but because once you over-admit in a previous year, the Council of Legal Education will buy you because they have a quota. They regulate it. They will, just like medicine.
Who's at fault here?
Of course, it's the university that
so how does that affect governance?
Because the governor does not fund them. So the university is pushed. The university has to find a way of getting one. That is what we're saying. And it is affecting the young person. So those 50, 100 young people that want to go to level 100 in law school.
Your advice for KWASU. Because as people are listening to us, they need to have takeaways.
KWASU, I was involved with the establishment, with the design, propagation, establishment, everything of KWASU until its first 4 years. First member of council, everything. I knew everything about KWASU. If I come back as governor of Kwara State, I know KWASU like
the back of your hand.
Right. So, although it has undergone a lot of changes, I will take time to study it and try to bring it back to the vision that we had before, to make it a top-rated world-class university. That was the vision. And within 4 years, KWASU was competing. If you look at the rating, KWASU was competing with private universities in Nigeria. So we were happy. But when you have an administration that has never gone to the convocation, maybe once, never gone for 6, 7 years, matriculation, that shows
exigency of government office?
For 6 years, exigency. Falls on the day of convocation, falls on the day of
exigency.
Well, that tells you about priority. Yeah.
Now,
because if you have those, that places the priority of education.
Now, we have one takeaway that you have given us now. You have given us a panacea to Kwara State University. And because a lot of parents are under yokes of how their children are going to go out. Give us another panacea on youthful unrestfulness and, of course, how you can create jobs for youth and then infrastructure. Then we can go back and talk about the grassroots.
Yeah, very quickly. As I said, a lot to talk about once you miss the process. As it is said, the leadership recruitment process in Nigeria is very faulty. Once you miss that, you're going to be talking about all these things that we're talking about, and you have little time for you to really go down on this thing. Youthful restiveness, very, very vital. When the administration, I will remember, of Bukola Saraki came in 2003, he met this restiveness of what did he do? Went back, amended the law, and within 6 months, you didn't hear about student autism. And within 6 months, Saraki addressed autism. Today, autism is coming back.
So what would you do differently if you come back?
Very, very simple. Amend the law. Take serious concern.
Amend the law to what?
Punish, to arrest, detect, and punish those involved in cultism. Because cultism is something that can quickly be addressed, unlike terrorism and all that. And you see, even terrorism, the criminal justice system is designed in such a way that you arrest, effectively prosecute, effectively punish. It will come down. Even this terrorism. How much have you seen arrest, prosecution, or punishment of terrorists? So start with cultism. Do those three things of criminal justice system, and you will see drastic reduction. Yeah, this last month, federal government is trying to prosecute 500 terrorists. Good one. We're proud of our Attorney General from the state. He's doing things differently. So you can see that he is moving towards that direction. The case is still in court. Once they found guilty,
300 and something has been found guilty.
Yeah, so you punish them. Those that should be put on life, those who should be hanged, those who should be because you don't deserve to live. If you take your gun and shoot a human being like yourself, point blank, or several human beings, you don't. I have no sympathy for you.
We have taken another takeaway now, where on the third takeaway, the spread in infrastructure, how would you like to address that?
Yes, I've given you example. It will be equitably. It is those areas that need those infrastructure. For us to cite an infrastructure somewhere, we must ask ourselves, to what extent, what is the objective? Is it for economic development? Is it a social service? Is it for economic? Do we want to make money? In some,
we want to open up somewhere.
Some you can even toll it. So depending. So those are you ask critical question. And if Ali Ahmad becomes governor, he will not be a know-it-all governor. He will not be a one-man show governor.
He will not be
an absentee governor. He will be a listening governor who will be consultative, who will consult with the people, who will try to empathize with people, see what they feel. For some people, air conditioner is important. For some, fan is okay. He needs something better. So that money that you buy him, that you think, oh, he needs it, you enter into his shoes and you don't know where it pinches. You ask him, what do you want, fan or AC? If you say fan, then the surplus, do something. You know what? That surplus, I want A, B, C, D. Give it to him. Because he knows better. So that is the kind of governor.
What's your development with grassroots people? Because, and we're talking about the local government structure. Before this time, a lot of people had succor with the local governments and they never bothered the states. And so how would you like to empower the local government structure where elections are going to be independent and not nominated? And then the joint account thing, how do you think that the local government can function on their own so that the people at that grassroots level have their first line of relationship with the local government authority?
Yes, you remember during the PDP past administration, local government were more independent.
Autonomous?
They were more autonomous.
But there was still joint accounts.
That time it wasn't unconstitutional. Now it is. That time it was based on the constitution. But now that provision has been removed. So, but you see what the governors do is to allow the local government to collect the money and then withdraw and then ask the government chairman to go. That's what is happening in the Kayama example that I local government is one of the key areas that I would concentrate on, because that is the closest level of government to the people, and they have their constitutional responsibility. Now, unfortunately, things that local government should be doing and we're doing then, you will see a building. There was a building that the state governor did, a building of school, painted and they were flaunting it as, how can building a primary school be an achievement? That used to be...
It was a very good standard school, somewhere around Adeta.
That's what in my government, that's what local government chairman. But that is not the duty. If the state government wants to do it, you could do 10 of those in one location and say, we're doing 100. Not one. That's what I mean. So that you don't take it out of context. That's what I mean. One for state governor that is earning 12 billion naira a month. During our time, it was 2 billion, 2.5, 3 billion. Look at what we did. Now
but
you are
the rate
getting...
of inflation is getting different. So we must check the indices.
What indices?
Rate of inflation.
So
at that time to now.
So that means it will be 2,000%. Inflation is not 2,000%. Do the conversion. From 3 billion to 12 billion, how many percentage? Thousands of percentage.
So local governments will be a priority for you.
That is the point we're making now, that local government will be autonomous. They will be doing mega projects. They will satisfy the yearnings of the people, because they know better than the governor who is seated in the glory. The local government chairman in the fellow knows better what the people, is it little support on farming, is it little support on irrigation, input. They know, and they will be empowered. And if they don't, the Kwara State House of Assembly that is empowered to also help the governor to supervise, they will do their job. One last thing that I want to say is that today, everybody wants to be governor. APC, you will see 12, 15 people. Thank God in PDP, about 3 or 4 people. 5. I learned one senior advocate came out last week. Everybody wants to be governor, and you forget the most fundamental aspect, where I will want senior advocates, professors to take out and say, look, I want to be a member of Kwara State House of Assembly, because those are the people that will help me. They are the people that will say, look, this, and you give them their responsibility. And when you are erring as a human, because you will and you can, they will put you on the right track. But look at the quality of members of the House of Assembly that we have in Kwara State.
Can you really influence that?
No, by talking to your party, that's what I'm saying now, by encouraging people of quality to go and vie for membership of Kwara State. That is what I'm advocating. I've been talking to my colleagues in the university, doctors, PhD holders, senior advocates. Go to Kwara. We need to uplift the standard, the level of government. This administration have dropped it. The bar is at the lowest. We can't be going through this. We have to raise the standard. During those periods, look at the crop of people who went to State of Assembly. That is what we should bring back. Both APC, I advise APC and PDP and in both parties, let those quality people come forward and vie for those positions.
But I so respect your position as an Attorney General, Speaker House of Assembly, Member House of Representatives, presently a lecturer in the Prime University, University of Abuja, a legal practitioner, and yet you have not dented your hands in any kind of roguery that is associated with politics. And so some of the things you are saying are genuine. And I think that from your administrative experience, what last word would you tell every other aspirant that is coming in grooming up and bringing up quality people that will give quality advice and then we'll be able to move the state forward?
Yes, from my experience, the advice I will give to people coming into government is that, look, whatever position you occupy or will occupy in government, it's temporary. 4 years, 8 years maximum. And you will live longer than that. And you just tell yourself, look, after I have left this position, if I want to be sleeping with my 2 eyes closed, let me mind my business. That's just what will guide you. But if you want to, Ahmad, you want to be like everybody else, it's not easy. Mind you, it's not easy. But if you have told yourself, I will not soil my hand, it's tempting. I remember during the Desiani era, I was the secretary of the committee, seeing thousands of dollars flying in, flying out. I said, no, this is not what. Very tempting.
But integrity held you on.
Yes, and you say, look, we're doing this for the common people, for Nigeria. People are crying, people are in dire need, and somebody who is doing the wrong thing will bring money. And if you're doing the right thing and say, okay, I appreciate, fine, but you know that he's doing the wrong thing, and he say, take this money so that the suffering of the people will continue, and if you don't answer to them, you answer to your God. So it is not something you collect and you go and rest in. So I advise people coming to politics that if 2/3 of politicians will be upright, I think Nigeria will move forward. But they see all of us, if you say you politicians, oh, all of you are rogues, all of you are corrupt, that's the price we have to pay.
Is that not the same way they talk about the police?
Yes.
But there are still some good and credible ones.
They are. And even judges.
And judges.
Yeah.
And you are one of the very most credible politicians. What do you have to say to Kwara electorate, voters, and advice to INEC? Lots of things, messages have been going on about favoritism, registration. First talk to your electorate, because a lot of people are looking up to you because they believe in you.
Yes, I tell my Kwara people this short message that if you want good governance, if you want quality life, if you want your family to grow, if you want to achieve the objective that you've set for yourself, this is the time. Go collect your PVC, because that is the power that you have. Cast your vote. Protect your votes to INEC. Don't let any vote to be altered by anybody.
The ones that are collecting 10,000, 20,000.
Well, my advice to those is that 10,000 will not take you more than a day. And I think our people have resolved. I always tell them, Oshun did the same thing. They gave them the 10,000, they collected it, but they never voted them to power. So Kwara State can still do the same. This money they are giving you is government money. It's not their money. So if you cannot resist, if you can resist it, the better. If you cannot, collect it and do not vote. Because the future of your 4 years is more important than the 10,000 or the rice. Now we're going from 10,000 to rice.
Rice to Semo.
To Semo Vita. So please think of your future, your children. And if I am lucky to be the candidate of PDP, go all out and support my governorship.
On a final note, a lot of politicians call themselves political politicians and professional politicians. No pedigree, no education, no nothing. we are very impressed with the fact that somebody that has a head on their shoulders is coming out. And all that you have given us in are not just mere academic rhetorics. They are practicable administrative strategies. I want you to call on more people, more Kwarans, to stay with you while you go around them, because there's a better tomorrow, so that we can cap it at that note.
Thank you very much. I talk now directly to Kwarans. There is a better tomorrow. There is a promise of a better Kwara. I'm not coming out for PDP, only. I'm a PDP candidate because I have to belong to a party. But I will not be a governor of PDP. So once I get the ticket, if you are APC, Labour, ADC, whatever, support us. Do not divide our vote, so that we drive away this incompetent, clueless government, this incompetent administration that has rolled back the development of this state, so that we do this job together. Don't have any other states. This is the only state we have. Let's join hands move Kwara State.
Thank you very much, Professor Ahmad. We are very, very grateful. And of course, as the time rolled by, would like you to come back again to speak to Kwarans.
Surely, I'll come here again. I like your office. I like it. It's very beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Anytime
we appreciate
you invite me.
Thank you very much.